Hello, another book reading by me. This one is called Tikun Olam, meaning fixing the world. Alrighty, this one is a little bit of a longer book, so I want everyone to get nice and comfy. Alrighty, everyone's comfy. Let's get reading. So Tikun Olam, fixing the world. Mr. Mitzvah Fixit had a curly black beard and a booming voice and a great big heart. It was so big that Mr. Fixit had to be gigantic to fit around it. Mr. Fixit loved to fix things and he loved to sing. Wherever he went, he carried a shiny toolbox full of tools and a little drumstick that sounded just like a guitar. He would smile and greet everyone with a hearty hello. He never got insulted or aggravated. He didn't hold a grudge. He didn't wait to be asked, but he always offered to be helpful. Mr. Fixit had a gift. He knew how to fix just about anything. He could fix a broken window or a broken door. He would climb a scaffold to fix the tallest ceiling. Or he would sprawl out on the basement floor to fix a broken pipe. It seemed that nothing was too hard of a job for Mr. Fixit, for he loved helping people. The one thing that bothered Mr. Fixit was when something was broken. He would stop right in the middle of whatever he was doing, or saying, or even thinking. He'd stroke his black curly beard, hum a little tune, pull out his tools, and get to work. He wouldn't leave until he had taken care of everything. You can be sure that Mr. Mitzvah Fixit had many friends. They kept him so busy that his own stuff started falling apart. Before he knew it, just about everything he owned was broken. Mr. Fixit didn't know what quite to do about this, but whenever he wasn't sure of himself, Mr. Fixit would go visit his good friend, Dr. Mender. Dr. Mender had a beautiful silvery beard, a soft healing voice, and a warm heart. It was so warm that he had to stay quite thin so he wouldn't be overheated. Dr. Mender couldn't fix things, but he was very good at fixing people. He carried a black bag full of medical tools and a long stethoscope. Sometimes he used medicine, sometimes just talking helped people. Wherever Dr. Mender went, he made people feel better. He would smile and greet everyone with a kindly, "How are you doing today?" He was patient and gentle. He listened to the people and never got angry, even when they were cranky and grouchy. He didn't hold a grudge. He didn't wait to be asked. He always offered to help. Dr. Mender had a great gift, too. He could fix just about anyone. He would fix a broken leg or a broken nose or even a sore throat. He could even fix a broken heart. He would stand on a stepping stool to examine the top of your head, or he will sprawl on the floor to look over sore feet. It seems that nothing was too hard for Dr. Mender, for he loved making people feel better. The only thing Dr. Mender didn't like was when someone fell ill. Then he would stop right in the middle of whatever he was doing or thinking or even saying. He would listen intently to their complaints and worries, stroke his silvery beard, pull out his stethoscope and medical tools, and get to work. He would talk to people about their problems and wouldn't leave until he had tried to take care of everyone. You can be sure that Dr. Mender also had many friends. He did his best to make people feel better, although he knew some things don't always work out as he would hope. Oh boy, no, sometimes even doctors get sick. And one day Dr. Mender wasn't feeling so well. Wouldn't you know, it was that very day that Mr. Fixit went to visit Dr. Mender. Mr. Fixit was very upset when he saw Dr. Mender sitting up in the bed, his silvery beard draped over the sheets. "What's the matter?" asked Mr. Fixit when he saw the doctor. "My head is aching," moaned Dr. Mender. "It hurts so bad I can barely move. It even hurts to talk." "What can I do to help you?" Mr. Fixit asked. But the doctor could not answer. In the months that passed, Dr. Mender grew sicker. After a while, he had to remain in bed, for he could hardly walk or talk or move. Mr. Fixit could see that. Although the doctors tried everything, they couldn't make him better. Dr. Mender couldn't fix himself either. He couldn't fix his friends. Dr. Mender in bed, silently weeping because he couldn't take care of anyone. "I'll figure out how to help you if I can," said Mr. Fixit. "I've never fixed people before, but maybe if I pray hard enough and try hard enough, I can do it. I won't leave you until you are better, my friend." Mr. Mitzvah Fixit stroked his black curly beard and got to work. At first, he tried helping the doctor with his tools. He made all kinds of gadgets and gizmos to help Dr. Mender walk and talk and enjoy the sunshine and fresh air. For the first time in a long time, Dr. Mender started to feel better. Then Mr. Fixit tried to fix the doctor with his music. He sang prayers and songs and played his drumstick. For the first time in a long time, Dr. Mender started to feel a little bit better. Mr. Fixit tried to fix the doctor's heart. He broke his big heart into 2 pieces, gave the much bigger piece to Dr. Mender. At that point, Dr. Mender started to cry of tears of joy and gratitude. No one had ever tried to fix him before, and no one had ever given him a heart before. But still, he wasn't fixed completely. You can be sure that he really couldn't be fixed, for if anyone would fix him, Mr. Mitzvah Fixit would have. But luckily, Mr. Fixit was helping. And one day, the doctor started to feel so much better that he decided to go live with his family in a different place for the rest of his life. You can be sure that Mr. Fixit was really sad that Dr. Mender had to leave, but he knew that he was going to be in a better place with his family. He sure would miss him a lot. But Mr. Fixit knew that he would be okay. So Mr. Mitzvah Fixit started fixing his friends out again. After all, he was a bit out of practice, and things weren't going exactly how they usually did. But he hadn't been able to fix things for a really long time. So Mr. Fixit decided he would try to first fix his own broken things. He stroked his beard, got up from his broken bench, pulled out his tools, and got to work. First, he fixed his bench. Then he fixed his broken lamp and the table and the chairs. He fixed his shattered window pane and patched his leaky roof. He broke his broken lamp and table. He fixed everything he could until there was nothing left to fix. For the first time in a long time, he felt a little bit better, but he still felt sad. Then Mr. Mitzvah began to visit his friends. As always, before saying goodbye, he looked around to make sure nothing else was broken. And if he noticed something, he would promise to come back and fix it. And for the first time in a long time, he began to feel a little bit happier, but still, he felt a little bit sad. At last, Mr. Fixit went to visit Dr. Mender at his new home. He began to talk to Dr. Mender. I tried to fix you, and I know I did, but I still am so sad that you decided to leave. But maybe Um, but maybe you're better off in the place that I know you are with your family. I wish I could still see you every day doing your work, but I think that wherever you are, you must be trying really hard to fix people there. So I'll say goodbye for now, but I cannot wait to see you again someday soon. As Mr. Mr. Fixit walked away and back into town, a strange thing happened. Mr. Fixit's black curly beard became threaded with beautiful strands of silver, like Dr. Mender's, and what was left of his broken little heart began to grow and grow until it became the biggest and strongest and warmest heart in the whole world. Now, one day you may see a big man with a beautiful silvery lined beard, with a booming voice carrying his shiny toolbox and his little drumstick. You may be singing a tune as he stops along his way to mend a broken fence, or change a street light bulb, or a patch, or a chip in a sidewalk. This is Mr. Mitzvah Fix-It. And if you have ever had something that is broken, you just tell him. He will fix it if he can. Even if he can't, you'll see him again. Mr. Fix-It won't leave until he has tried as hard as he can to make everything better. And that's the end of the story. Thanks for listening, guys. And remember that Tikun Olam means fixing the world. And even if that's not specifically the world, or if it's a person, or if it's even a little thing like a chair, that is helping the world be better in a small way. We should do everything we can to help the world in that small way. Alrighty, have a great day, you guys. Thanks for watching.